What's going on, guys? It's Greg from East Coast Eyes. Today we have a review of the new limited edition Noz2 for you. So this head just came out. It's the newest version of the Noz from Warrior, and it has some nice updates. And they do say it's limited edition, so what that really means, they didn't say how many there were, but that means once all of them that they made sell out, then they will be gone and you will not be able to get them anymore. So I'm not sure how many there are, but if you really want one, because of that limited edition tag, I would highly suggest you get one as soon as you can. So a little bit about the Noz before we get into it is they made a Noz back when I was in college, and it was the first head that had gas injected into the body to make it hollow on the inside and make it lighter. And it had very few sidewall holes, but it was still a really great head, X-Spec face shape, and it was really a favorite for face-off guys because of its unique flex profile. So that was a great head, and then they ran out and prices skyrocketed, and then they made the No Noz, which was the same exact head, but didn't have the gas injected, so it was a little bit heavier. It was a completely solid head, and that was just a couple months ago, and now they've come back, re-released the Noz2, which features the Noz technology again and some other improvements. So this head is $95 and comes in white only, in X-Spec only, and like I said, is limited edition, so you can find it now. One of the most notable players to play with the Noz, he had the old one, not the Noz2, was Lyle Thompson. Obviously in his junior year when he set all kinds of records and won a Tourathon, he was using the Noz head for the bulk of the season. So let's get into it a little bit. The face shape of the Noz is great. It has Warrior's iconic flare, which I really like, especially with the 3-inch rule. So it's 3 inches at the face, but at the back it's actually a little bit tighter. You can see the back sidewalls are flared in a little bit, which is part of the reason why face-off guys love it, but offensive guys also love it because it's easy, gives you a little bit more ball control, and it's easier to string a channel because it can be a little tighter through this area. The head is super light. We weighed it in at just 4.6 ounces when compared to the Brian King at 5.2 ounces or the Maverick Optic around 5 ounces. It is way lighter, and I can't say this for sure, but I think it is the lightest head in all of lacrosse in all time, which is pretty cool, and it's pretty durable. You will see some with some kinks down here at the throat because these sidewalls are hollow. Because of the gas assist, it tends to kink a little bit. You'll see a little bend, and it tends to flare or warp a little bit more easily just because it doesn't have quite as much material, but you take the light weight and you have to sacrifice a little bit to get a head that light. So a common comment we see all the time and question about the Noz is they call it the Noz Juice, and it's just like a little bit of liquid that comes out. You can see down here in the throat is the hole that the gas is injected through. So according to the manufacturer, only gas is injected into the head and not any liquid, and what the Noz Juice actually is condensation that forms inside the head and the cavities and then comes out this little hole here. So there you go, a little Mythbusters for you. That is what the Noz Juice actually is. So a little bit about the way the head looks and feels. It is obviously super light. They made a couple improvements. It has the X down here, let you know it's X-Spec, and they put a little 2 inside there to let you know it's a Noz2. Warrior symbols on the side. Noz right here with some arrows to let you know that's where the Noz gas is going. Regular string holes up at the top, 6 of them, and then very nicely spaced sidewall struts, which are going to give you a lot of support throughout the head. One at the top, this cool little hole up here and down here, and then 2 down at the bottom. And you can see that the bottom rail is actually pointed right here at the bottom and tapers up pretty significantly at the top. So as we focus more of a mid to mid-low pocket is what's going to work best. So now let's get into the stringing, which is my favorite part. So the main addition to the Noz2 from the Noz and the No Noz was the addition of more sidewall holes. So the original Noz had like 10 maybe. It didn't have a lot. They were very far apart. It was similar to the Evo X and the number of sidewall holes it had, and you could string it, but it wasn't that, it didn't make it easy on you. For this one, they added a full 17 from all the way top to bottom, kind of bringing you up to standard with all the heads are now. They're pretty large sidewall holes, which I like, and then they have 3 even larger ones at the top, which are pretty much perfectly shaped, nice and round, and I could definitely wrap a couple times there. Top string holes are well shaped and well spaced. You get a nice evenly spaced 9-diamond top string. So overall, Noz was a great head before. Probably one of its only drawbacks was the string holes, and they've gone ahead and corrected that and really added the perfect number of string holes with great distribution, great sizing, great placement. Overall, love what they did. So the pocket on this, we threw in a piece of 15mm golden yellow East Coast mesh. Kind of wanted to replicate what Lyle Thompson was using his junior year when he won the Tourathon. Used the Noz with golden yellow East Coast mesh and had a pocket just like this. So 3 straights and sort of a mid-low baggy pocket that uses 1 SIs down the side to create kind of a mid-low kind of baggy pocket that really fits his style, where he would create a one-handed and then bring it back backhand and behind the back. It moves around a lot, so it did work for him really well. So overall strung up really nice and love the addition of the sidewalls. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked the review of the new Noz 2. Make sure to check it out in stores now. Let me know what you think if you have one down in the comments. Make sure to leave this video a like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.